Harihi Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Shri Soundarya Lahari, explanation of verse 37. Vishuddhau te shuddha sphatika vishadam vyoma janakam shivam seve devimapi shiva samana vyavasitam yayoho kantyaha yantyaha sashikirana sarupya saranehe vidhutantardhvanta vilasati chakoriva jagati. Verse 36 describes Ambigai in the Agnya Chakra and the greatness of it. I salute the Parashambhu who is present in Ambigai's Agnya Chakra, who bears the lustre of millions of suns and moons and who is touched on both sides by the Para Chit. That Bhakta who worships Parashambhu with devotion certainly lives in the luminous plane that is beyond the sun, moon and fire, which is invisible to us, and it is different from the world that is visible to us. Verse 37 describes how Ambigai is seated in the Vishuddhi Chakra and the process of meditating on her in this chakra. Let us look at the Padacheda and then detailed explanation. Vishuddhau te shuddha spatika vishadam vyoma janakam shivam seve devim api shiva samana vyavasitam yayoho kantyaha yantyaha shashikirana sarupya saranehe vidhuta antah dvanta vilasati chakori iva jagati. Vishuddhau te shuddha sphatika vishadam vyoma janakam. Vishuddhau te in your Vishuddhau, the Vishuddhi Chakra. How does the chakra look? Shuddha Sphatika. The chakra which is like the flawless, pure, clean crystal. Sphatika, crystal. Vishadam, pure. Vyoma Janakam. Vyoma is the space. Akasham. Janakam, the originator. Vyoma Janakam, the originator of the space element. Since Sphatika is referred to here, it refers to Parameshwara in the Sphatika form. In your Vishuddhi Chakra, the flawless, pure crystal, which is the originator of the space element. Shivam Seve Devim Api Shiva Samana Vyavasitam. Shivam Seve. I worship Shiva. Not only Shiva, Devim Api. The Shiva who is present along with Devi Shakti. They are inseparable. Shiva Samana Vyavasita. The beauty of this relationship between Shiva and Shakti, whose functions are equivalent to each other. Shiva Samana Vyavasita. Yayoho Kantyaha Yantyaha Shashikirana Sarupya Saranehe. Yayoho Kantyaha. Yayoho, the two, Shiva and Shakti. Kantyaha, the lustre of the two, Shiva and Shakti. Yantyaha, that which is emerging. Shashikirana, that lustre is like the beam or the rays from the moon. Shashi is moon, Kirana is rays or beam. Sarupya Saranehe, which is arranged in a similar manner. In Ambigai's Vishuddhi Chakra exists the flawless pure crystal, Spatika, which is the originator of the space element. I, the Bhakta, worship Shiva along with Shakti, Devi. The beauty here is that they have functions that are equivalent to each other. The rays emerging or the lustre of Shiva and Shakti are similar to the emerging rays of moon and are arranged similarly. And what is the blessing of those rays or beams and the lustre of Shiva and Shakti? Vidhuta antaha dvanta vilasati chakori iva jagati. Vidhuta, that which dispels, removes. What does it remove? Antaha dvanta, the inner darkness, the ignorance. Vilasati, by its brightness, the way it shines. And when the Bhakta receives that kind of blessing, there is a beautiful comparison given here by Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padar. Chakori iva, like the chakora bird, the bird which subsists on moon's beam and hence rejoices when moon arrives on the sky. Jagati, in the worlds, heaven, earth and the nether worlds. I worship Shiva in your Vishuddhi Chakra, who is pure as the flawless Spatika crystal, which is the originator of the space element. I worship Shiva along with Devi, whose functions are equivalent to each other, by whose emerging lustre, which is arranged similar to that of the rays of moon, the worlds shine, and the joy experienced is like that of Chakora bird, and that brightness, those beams dispel the inner darkness, the ignorance within us. The resident of the Vishuddhi Chakra is a lotus with 16 petals, which is in Raktavarnam, blood red color. O Devi, may I pray and worship the Vishuddhi Chakra as you reside in it. You manifest the magnificent Akasham out of sheer inspiration and encouragement, as visible in the form of sparkling and ever pure Spatika Linga. Thus indeed, you are the Sarupya and the Ekantamayi of the unknown, yet ever present within the singularity of Parameshwara. Just as the Chakori bird, ever awaiting for the appearance of the moon, in your Sanidhya as Ardhanari Nateshwara, thus signifying the concept of Vyomeshwara and Vyomeshwari. Vyoma means sky. The ever-present Purusha and Prakriti, the supreme creator and the creating Shakti. The Chakori bird is stated to be extremely satisfied with the showers of moonshine, and similarly, a sadhaka would get elated by the very thoughts of Parameshwara and Parameshwari. Even as the worship of Shiva is performed, Bhagavati is also worshipped there. Hence, Shiva Sayujyam is an assured blessing for that Bhakta. To summarize, I worship in your Vishuddhi, Lord Shiva, as clear as pure crystal Spatika and the originator of Vyoma, Akasha, as also the Shakti goddess who is seated there, whose functions are the same as Shiva. In virtue of the lustre of both of them, assuming equality of status as similar to that of moon's rays, the universe gets rid of its internal darkness and delights like that of Chakora bird. Vishuddhau te shuddha sphatika vishadam vyoma janakam. In your Vishuddhi chakra, the pure flawless Spatika crystal, which is the originator of the space element, or who is the originator of the space element, referring to Lord Shiva. Shivam seve devim api Shiva samana vyavasitam. I worship Shiva along with Devi Shakti, whose functions are equal to that of Shiva. Yayoho kantyaha yantyaha shashikirana sarupya saranehe. The lustre of Shiva and Shakti emerging and arranged similar to that of rays from the moon. Vidhota antah dhvanta vilasati chakori iva jagati. Those beams dispel the inner darkness through their shine, and all the worlds, heaven, earth, and the nether worlds, rejoice and experience supreme bliss like the Chakora bird that subsists on the moon's beams and experiences joy. Thus, the inner darkness is dispelled and Bhakta gets such a blessing. The corresponding Nama from Lalita Sahasranama, Vishuddhi Chakra Nilaya, she who resides in the Vishuddhi Chakra. This shloka can be chanted for curing all diseases, to obtain good physical health, and removing the effects of black magic. Thus concludes the explanation of verse 37 of Sri Soundarya Lahari. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Jai Jai Shankara. Hara Hara Shankara.